holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Washington now brings this out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right to the air is Burrow.
He completes it to Boyd. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball and put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Well, look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another 1st down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now Burrow on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Raiders at 11-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again. Howard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Howard. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. he still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you it's a full combination of what he's got going in this game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
It is cold.
And it is.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Play action. It's Burrow. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams
down to the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Baker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Howard. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go now. 18 targets.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake. Howard. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 72 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Howard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Here we go, here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Max Crosby
In there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Baker. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. To throw is Howard on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 7. Back to throw again. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Off play action. Howard. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Howard now to throw on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Howard. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Howard.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. And he fires one, but incomplete. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow on play action. This one swung out to Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow will throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Howard from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Howard. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howard. And he's got his big tight end here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Caught outright by Renfro. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Burrow on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garcia. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Burrow's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down. Burrow got an open man. It's Washington. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Burrow. And he's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Williams will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And really a lot of guys you can highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Second down, Jacobs once more. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas,
the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.